Hello everyone, Pallytime here. Welcome back to Dark Souls 2. We are back in the Black Gulch. At least I believe that's what this place is called. It's the area right outside of the rotten boss encounter. It's called that for a number of reasons. Oh. Totally forgot there was an invader here. Well, we'll bow to an invader. Why not? Are you gonna get yourself poisoned? Because I'm okay with that too. Cheap shot. You bastard. I can't raise my shield in time. Okay, we do need to be pretty fucking careful with our positioning because I repeat, do not know where these, like, hand-faced demon things spawn. But he doesn't appear to be hitting too hard. And, yeah, one more hit'll do it. One more hit'll do it. We are here because we need an item. Now, we went through here earlier, and I believe I said that there was a little bit more to this place, but I never really expanded upon that. We are going to see... First of all, I don't think I ever went in here. What's this way? Come on, you little hand. Well, I can live through whatever you have to throw at me now. I'm not even worried about it. By the way, we did continue to level my character. As I said, we're at 50 vigor, 50 strength. Our vitality is getting up there too. Our endurance at 25. It's about all the points I spent. We never got this chest last time, so, you know, whatever. Might as well get it now. Divine Blessing, not terribly useful to us at this point in time. Okay, so we're going up to the snake things, and then we drop down. And that's that. Now we're on the right path. So, this door doesn't open, just like the last one at the end of the last video. We need to find a way to open them, which is actually really, really easy. We just have... Well, finding the location is easy, let's put it that way. If the game is still the same, there's some very hard enemies down here, so we're going to use the rotten pine resin really quick. We're also going to get replenishment rolling ahead of time. And, oh, it's dark. It is dark in here. There they are. These guys should be familiar. These were the giants in the memory. I believe these are the only two left in the whole fucking world. And wouldn't you know, they just happen to be right here. I need to deal enough damage to this guy to poison him, and it doesn't look like I was able to do that. Oh, this is a very fucking small room. That sucks. That sucks. Okay, so we just have to try that again until we can beat them down. They actually don't have as much health, or they have significantly less health than I remembered. So, I don't think this will be too big of a deal. I think we could just walk in there and take them down. Now, will this invader come after me every single time? Because that'll get a little bit annoying. Motherfucker. God damn it. Come on. Okay. Alright. I mean, I only had 16,000 souls anyway. Somewhere in that ballpark, at least. I don't necessarily need those souls for anything, is really the point I'm trying to get across. But come on, that was a bullshit death. I was walking off the ledge just like I did before, man. Nice and cautious, not a care in the world. Alright, here we go. Okay. We do have a ton of health because our vigor is so high. But I do want to be in human form for this. I want to give us the best possible odds for succeeding. Because this is important. This is some very good progression for our character. If we decide to use this set forever. I haven't even committed to that yet, but I know we want it. I know we want it. So, here we go. We're going to go with the rotten pine resin again. I don't know if I'll actually be able to poison these guys. A pine resin like this that is, you know, all about applying a status effect is going to have a lot more success with faster weapons. Because you just hit the thing you're going after a few times, and then it'll be poisoned. I have to imagine he's poisoned after that. Like, that was a lot of hits. That was a lot of hits at one time. But, of course, he's not. So, I'm just going to go full offensive then. The one in front of me is the one with low health. If I could take him down and get out, then we're good. He has to be close. There we go, there we go, there we go. One down. We're really tanky all of a sudden. Look at this change. Just switching up the gear. Significantly more physical defense. These guys are basically glancing right off of us. And with that, we get the Forgotten Key. That is important. That is important. I already have the item I'm looking for selected. So let's go ahead and light this place up a little bit. It doesn't look like there's too much in the actual cave. There's this room I died in earlier. What's the item? Silver Talisman ×4. And presumably we could take this down. Oh, it goes up. Okay. Where? Oh, so that's how you get up here. Okay, that makes sense. I don't have time to reminisce, however. We do have to kind of get the fuck out pretty quickly. There we go. Almost fell off the side again. Now, with the Forgotten Key, we are going to be able to open areas like this door right here, and that's what we're going to be doing today. We're going to be going to all these doors and gaining access to them. I believe there's only 3, so it actually won't take that long. Here we go. We've used the Forgotten Key. Hey, buddy. You guys remember him?
Young undead, don't let this curse weigh upon you. We meet a second time. Perhaps you will yet traverse the dark. Young undead, if you truly seek the dark, then we will surely meet again.
I thought this was the 3rd time that we've met up with this guy. It was once by... Sorry, I was taking a drink. It was once by the door that leads to the final boss. It was once in the cave in the ruins. And here should be 3rd. But I guess not. So we can check out those other locations and try to find him. But for now, we are going to be heading back to Majula. In the end of the last video, we did install a ladder that gave us access to a door that opens with the Forgotten Key. So behind that door, I believe I know it's there. I'm at like 90% sure. I don't think it's something we're going to use, but if you've never played the game before, it is worth seeing. For sure. And it kind of, if I recall, it kind of harkens back to Dark Souls 1 quite well. So this is the 12,000 souls ladder that we got from the merchant, the ladder guy. Remember, we saved him by the Windmill of Fire earlier on, right before we fought Sebastian the Brave. And then, here we go. I think I remember what's in here. It's been a long time. There should be 2 chests. Oh, 3 chests. And an item. What a pleasant surprise. A dragon talon. Didn't we already get one of those? No, we got the dragon tooth. So what is a dragon talon? That I do not know. I do not know. Chest number 1. Behind door number 1. We find the Soul Vortex sorcery spell. Very, very strong, if memory serves. Then, the Witch Tree Branch and the Witch Tree Bellvine. Actually, I have no idea what those are. Some people have asked me, if you used to focus on Dark Souls, why do you not remember so much of this game? Well, quite simply, it's because I didn't play Dark Souls 2 very much at all. I think I've done 3 playthroughs in total. Something like that. And they've been over the course of like 2 years. The Great Lightning Spear! Fantastic Faith Miracle. Gonna do a ton of damage with that. I do believe in order to use that, though, it requires something like 55 faith or something really, really absurd. But it does do a lot, actually. It does a lot of damage. All right, there's one more location we need to go to. It is... Let's below this, so it must be here. The upper gutter. Now, we've already found this location in the past. I told you there was an armor set in this direction. I believe we fully explored this zone, actually. I told you that there was an armor set in this direction, but we couldn't get to it. Well, wouldn't you know, now we can. So, if I don't fall in that hole for the millionth time. Actually, I might have to. Yeah. Yeah, let's use this. We gotta make a little bit of room. And then we should be able to jump to the other side. Here goes. Oh, so sketchy. So sketchy. Obviously, we've already been over here. That's why all these torches are ablaze. And up here, I mean, there's really no other word for it. It's just a pain in the ass. So we're going to get this rolling. And we're going to just kill a bunch of statues. We're going to get poisoned. It actually used to be a lot worse in here. Wow, they toned this down quite a bit. Unless there's more. Is there more? Oh, yeah, there we go. Yeah, there we go. That'll do. Yep. Yep, that's about right. That's about right. That's what I remembered. Okay. There's an item in that vase that we just broke. Okay. Beautiful. So what do we have? The Havel set. Havel was a character in the first game, incredibly iconic. Really, really cool story if you actually looked into it. You know, Dark Souls 1 is kind of infamous for not throwing the story directly into your face in a lot of instances. You had to really dive into the world in order to understand what was going on. And Havel was one of the characters that I always gravitated towards. He was just so cool. Everybody knows, if you've been following my channel for a long time, he was the rival of the famous Bruno the Boxer, who actually made a run in this game too. But his set is incredible. So the best piece of armor I had leading up to this was Vingarl's. And you can see Vingarl has a ton of physical defense, but its magic defense, its elemental defense, not that good. We go ahead and look at Havel's. It has even more physical defense and even more elemental defense. Now, its poison defense is shit, but hey, whatever. It has to have some weakness. Now, the drawback to wearing Havel's is that it is heavy. My God, it is heavy. Just this one piece of gear is putting me over my roll limit. But look at it. Just look at it. If we get the full set on, we are going to look like a badass. I've never actually been a fan of the helmet, I'm not going to lie. But the rest of Havel's is just fantastic. And even as far back as my first playthrough in Dark Souls 1, I loved having the Havel set. It's just so cool. What's our roll like right now? Ooh, we're at 81 pounds. So we're definitely going to have to up our carrying capacity if we want to wear this. But it's definitely something I'm interested in doing. Definitely. So I'm just going to swap out some gear. Make sure our weight stays under 70, and we have done just that. So this is some of the best armor you can get for just pure overall defense. No gimmicks to it. It's just, hey, you want to be fucking tanky? Wear Havel's. And that's been a staple of Dark Souls for a while, actually. It was very much the case in Dark Souls 1 as well. It wasn't the highest physical defense set, but it was the highest elemental in Dark Souls 1, if I remember right. The only problem is it is very heavy. So I am going to either have to swap out a different ring or put some more points into my vitality, which I've already put a ton in there. I've already sunk a ton in there. But really, really good armor nonetheless. It goes great with our set, and if you're looking to be a tank, it's just good. Now, what do we need to upgrade this? Because I do think I will be wearing it for a while. I do think I will be. So if I wanted to reinforce the armor, Havel's armor, what are we looking at for that? Twinkling Titanite, and I actually have a ton of that. I have a ton of that sitting around. And Twinkling Titanite is really easy to farm, to be totally honest. I'm gonna go ahead and eat one of those lost giant souls. or the giant lord. This is the one from the memory that we were doing. 25,000 souls right there. And I'll just continue to upgrade this. Now, if you want to farm... Oh, I forgot I got my last petrified dragon bone, and I wanted to share this with you guys. So my weapon, right now, the butcher's blade that we've been using forever. We've been using it forever. The butcher's blade is an A scaling. Oh, I thought it was B scaling. I thought this was going to be a really big boost. I guess it's not as significant as I thought. But we are going to be upping the damage of the weapon. It's not going to increase the scaling anymore. I thought we were at a B scaling right now, and it would then increase it to an A. So we're probably getting the most damage out of this weapon as we can right now, unfortunately. But Petrified Dragon Bone, it is now... we use our Petrified Dragon Bone to max out the Butcher's Blade. It is still absorbing health every time we hit something. And all in all, it's a pretty good piece of gear. So I'm just upping the Havel set right now. Our chest piece already maxed. The pants are maxed as well. And I'll go ahead and put some points into the gloves. So if you want to farm Twinkling Titanite, there's a really easy place to go for that. And it's one of the worst places in the entire world. But it shouldn't be that bad this time around. We want to go to the Roy's Resting Place. And this is in that hellhole with all of the casters in it that are trying to kill you non-stop all the time. All they want is you dead. This is the cave where the mushrooms are. Remember, I already farmed them because I was bored waiting. Not really bored, but I was waiting for a video to finish rendering. You can just covet here, kill these couple dudes. It helps if you have items that increase your discovery. But there you go, Twinkling Titanite. I'm using the Prisoner's Hood right now, which ups our item discovery chance. And there's also an item called the Rusted Coin, which will boost our luck, which basically does the same thing. And that allows us to come in here and have a really good chance of getting the items we need to upgrade this set further to make it even more defensive. Now, as I said, I don't know if this is going to be the armor I stick with forever. Of course, we still do have the DLCs ahead of us. But this is a really good armor set. So if you're playing along at home, which I know some of you are, again, I apologize for the rate at which these episodes have been coming out. I definitely wish it was significantly more often, but you know, I do have a full-time job with TGN Squadron that takes a bit of precedence. But just like that, we get two Twinkling Titanite. And then we can just sit down at the bonfire, reset these guys, and kill them, I think, 12 times or something. Isn't that how many times something stays alive before they stop spawning? And if they do stop spawning, we can use one of our mini bonfire aesthetics that we have acquired throughout our playthrough to bring them back, and then we can continue to kill them to farm up this gear. Really, really, really strong. And I'm definitely going to spend the time to finish off this set. Not only increasing my carrying capacity, which I do have a ring we could put on for that, but also just upping the defense that Havel's offers. Because again, if we compare it, now that it's upgraded, look at that, almost 400 defense in most melee damage areas. And remember, our last piece that we were using that even came close to this was Vengarl. So this is a gigantic survivability increase just having these two pieces of Havel's. We have our Pursuer's Shield, which is doing pretty well. What do I need to upgrade this thing? I should look into that as well. Probably Petrified Dragon Bones, if I had to guess. It's probably that. Let's go see. Now, there is a surefire 100% guaranteed way to get Petrified Dragon Bones, and I suppose I could show that to you really quick. Very easy to do. The only problem is... well, when your controller gets unplugged, that's a little bit of a problem. But the only problem is you're making an area significantly more difficult by using this method. So what do we need for our shield, sir? What do we need? We need... yeah, Petrified Dragon Bones. Honestly, that makes me think we should switch out for something else. We could go back to our Wicked Eye Great Shield. It's +8 right now. Is the Wicked Eye Great Shield heavier? It's actually a little bit lighter. What about Havel's Shield? God, Havel's Shield is fucking heavy. Look at this beast. So heavy. So we could go back to Wicked Eye. And then upgrading this wouldn't be that hard. This thing's never going to have like 100%. Oh.
I'll be around.
This thing's never going to have 100% physical defense, so even when we're blocking, some of the damage is going to get through. But with the entire makeup of our build, realistically, that shouldn't be too much of an issue. You know, that's kind of the hope anyway. Plus, it was the shield I wanted to use at the start of this series, just for the absorbing health effect. Now, I think that moving forward, I am going to use one of the crowns that is located in the DLC. There is a crown that will return a significant amount of health.
I'll be around if you make it back.
And there we go. Our Wicked Eye Great Shield, plus 10 defense, or plus 10 upgrades. And if we compare it to the Pursuers again has that 100% physical defense, where our Wicked Eye Great Shield only has 92. But other than that, they are pretty comparable on stats. Pretty comparable. Plus, the Wicked Eye Great Shield does give us that effect of absorbing HP from fallen foes. So maybe it'll take its rightful place on my back yet again, and we could go in and start clearing out some more content. I know this video was all about upgrading things, but you know, that's an important part of playing this game. Getting your shit together, getting your ducks in a row, as it were. There is one thing I wanted to do while I'm thinking about it, though, before we end today, and that is traveling back to here, the center of Drangleic Castle. And what we're going to do is make our way up the tower again, and I'm going to use that key that we got, the key of the embedded, to investigate what's going on up there. I said I wanted to do that before, and then I never did it, so let's go ahead and do that now. Enjoy this long-ass ride. I'm going to enjoy my drink. I could edit this out, but it's like, you need to appreciate how high up this place goes. Because it's absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Okay. Are we there yet? No, of course we're not there yet. We're still going. Still going. Still going. I need to get my adaptability higher so the responsiveness of my shields goes up. I went back and played a little bit of Dark Souls 1, and it's so weird to just put your block up and instantly block. Because I've been doing nothing but Dark Souls 2 recently. And it's like there's always this motion in between. If you ever go back to Dark Souls 1, it's so much easier to just quickly respond to incoming attacks by blocking them. Use the key of the embedded, yes! Isn't that beautiful? Hello! Yeah, I still don't know what that means. Ring of the Dead. What does the Ring of the Dead do? What does the Ring of the Dead do? Keep human appearance even when hollow. I knew that. I so knew that. Well, we're geared up. We're good to go. Oh. Oh, that's nice. We have elevator music now. I'm geared up. I'm good to go. Adventure lies ahead. And I hope to see you all there next time.